Marino. Big hand for Tom.
Welcome, Pennsylvanians, for Donald Trump, the next President of the United States of America. Let me ask you a very, very simple question. How's it been going the last 30 years with governors and senators and career politicians being presidents? It hasn't been going very good, has it? Well, we are $20 trillion in debt. 20 million people out of work. The borders are wide open. Businesses are leaving the country in droves. Who's going to bring back jobs to the United States? Who's going to make sure that those Washington insiders don't touch our senior citizens' Social Security? Who's going to make sure that he eliminates the IRS as we know it? Donald Trump is going to make sure that we eliminate the EPA as we know it. And Donald Trump is going to make sure that your children have a bright future of which you have the faith in. That who can do it for us? Donald Trump. Donald Trump has brought together millions of people, Republicans, Democrats, and independents, because he's not a Washington insider. Should we get rid of the Washington insiders and the politicians? And who should we put in the White House in 2016? And who's the only one that can beat Hillary Clinton? And who's the only one that knows what it's like to sign the front of a paycheck and create jobs for Americans? And you know what else Donald Trump is going to say? He's going to tell the Ayatollah in Iran, no more deal. It's over. And Donald Trump, as Lou said, he's going to respect our military. He's going to build a strong defense. He's certainly going to take care of our veterans. But let me tell you something else about Donald Trump. He's a big law enforcement guy. And you folks know that I was a prosecutor for 18 years. And as far as Donald Trump is concerned, blue lives matter. The insiders and the politicians, you know, they're afraid of Donald Trump because they know things are going to change and they're not going to have the power that they once had. But you know who they're more afraid of? You, the American voters. We got to get out there and make sure that we cast a vote for Donald Trump and the delegates in your district. And Donald Trump said to me, some people say to me, well, what experience does he have? Well, he's built $1 billion business by bringing in the smartest, the brightest women and men to do that. And he's going to do the same thing here in the United States of America. So in wrapping up today's event, let me hear from you. Who do you trust to be the President of the United States? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that. Because Donald Trump knows what middle-class America puts up with. He knows that the middle class is always the one that gets squeezed, and he's darn sure going to look out for the middle-class Americans. But let's keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't over yet. It's not a slam dunk. We're picking up 10 yards every day. We're picking up more delegates on a daily basis. And by the time the convention rolls around, before it rolls around, who's going to have 1, 2, 3, 7 delegates? I want to thank you for all taking the time to be here today. We want to thank you from the bottom of our heart that you're out here showing your support. We're going to continue to do this not only across the state of Pennsylvania, but Lou and I are going to work across the country for Donald Trump. But let's make sure that tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and we start getting the results back, that your vote matters and Donald Trump takes Pennsylvania by a sweeping number and has those 1, 2, 3, 7 delegates. And once again, who's our man in the White House in 2016? Thank you all very, very much.
Folks, I want to say thank you for believing in Mr. Trump. He will not disappoint you. I promise you that. That concludes our program. Mr. Trump will be here shortly. Thank you so much. Make America great again. Yeah! Let's hear it.